Welcome to Going Beyond, and thank you so much for joining us today. For many years now, the little house sparrow has virtually disappeared from our homes, from our environment. And so we thought that it's a great idea to be talking to somebody who's concerned about the lack of sparrows in our city and in our environment and around the places that we live. So I've invited in today Kooruvi Ganeshan, who's extremely interested in this subject. He has started the Koodugal Trust, which looks at increasing the number of sparrows, not just in Chennai, but in districts around Tamil Nadu and in the south of the country. So thank you so much, Ganeshan, for
Thank you so
coming here.
much. Thank
Now,
you so much.
why are you so interested? What happened to the sparrows? Where did they go?
Yeah, because of reason I am traveling along with the sparrows. I am from the small village from the Krishnagiri district. Basically, my fathers are doing farming agriculture. So because of that, maybe I was inspired by my parents, and then I loved sparrows, trees, soil, water, everything. So that's why I started love sparrows.
Right. But what happened to the sparrows? Why did they get in lower and lower and lower in number?
Actually, it was now only the people are saying that the sparrows are disappeared, but it's started from 1940s, 50s itself, when the automobile sectors boomed. So the exhaust from the vehicle, some chemical components are destroying all small insects that is invisible to the humans. For the first 3 days, the sparrows, mother and then father, both parents feed small insects to their cheeks. So that is the first point. If there is no food for one day, the definitely the cheeks. It's a very soft, very sensitive. Definitely, it will not. It can't survival for next day. So that is the first thing started disappearing, 1940s, 50s. So and then that is one of the main reason. And then another reason, there is no food, because the transportation of food methodology is totally changed. Olden days we used some bags, and then nowadays we are using completely the plastic, so there is no possibility of spreading some food, rice or grains are in the roads. So there is no food, we are completely using plastic, and then we are transporting in different way.
So it's very simple
Yeah.
that the chicks cannot last beyond 3 days if they don't have any food.
Yes.
Right. So tell me what you are doing now. There are 6 or 7 people on your trust,
Yeah.
and you have a lot of volunteers. So what is it that you all are actually doing to increase the number of sparrows,
Yeah.
house sparrows?
For increasing the sparrows, just we need to give some space, not more than that. Three things important. One is the food, and then another one is the space, and then another one is the for 3 days the chicks need a soft food. So what we are exactly doing, we are giving a small space. The house sparrow have a behavior of only two places. One is the well, another one is the house, because only in the two places the temperature will be a very low. The if it is a temperature high, the chicks can't survive. So in two places only the temperature will be very low. The sparrows can come. There is a behavior of the sparrows. That is the behavior. Will come and then do the nesting. The space what we are created. We studied how the behavior of the sparrows, how they come and then do the nesting. Everything we studied, and then we created the small box. It's a space. We are not giving a nest. We are giving a space to utilize to do the nesting, and then egg laying, hatchling, everything. So definitely there will be a temperature will be low, and then in the house definitely there will be a small what we can say, flower plant, and then some plant will be there. So in
Yes.
the plant there will be small insects definitely.
So they get some
Yeah, they
food.
will get some foods, and then give, definitely there will be mosquito, and then definitely there will be small insects. If there is some plants, it will take and then give it to the chicks for 3 days. After 3 days, it will take normal foods, if some grains or some rice, something it will take. So it
So
can survive.
do you find that people are interested in fostering, more sparrows to come?
Yeah, we are initially we struggled a lot when we are reaching some common public in the North Chennai. Based on the study, based on the survey from the students, we came to know that only in the North Chennai the sparrows are available. So through that we started working on it. Initially we started with the public. We faced some struggles. Then I started to think in different way, how we can make it a scalability, increase the scalability. So I decided to approach the school kids. So 2020, I first time I approached Dhanalakshmi Higher Secondary School. Only 15 students participated. I gave the nest to the 15 students.
Mm.
Within a day, one of the students installed the nest and then captured video and then shared with me. I was shocked because I also do nothing. I know about the sparrows.
Mm.
I know this is we need to,
Basic
yeah,
interest, yes.
basically I was interested.
Yes.
I gave some box and then within a day he sent the videos. I was shocked because I don't know anything about the sparrows during that time. And then immediately I make a call and then ask him to send the videos, because if you see the videos only we can able to
You have
understand.
the
Yeah,
proof.
we have the proof. And
Yes.
then immediately he send the videos, and then only I started that definitely there will be some thing in this, so we can make it as a big. And then I decided to travel with more schools, and
Right.
then we started doing the nest.
So, really, Ganesh, what it seems is that the partners in your trust are these school children. And if you think about it, tell me, how many schools have you reached and how many children totally would be participating in this project?
Yeah, so far we reached 50 schools, not only in the North Chennai, different districts in Tamil Nadu, also Kerala, Karnataka, Pondicherry. We have traveled. Around 15,000 students got awareness about the sparrows. Not only the students, their parents also, because the
Yes.
executing of these program is totally different from others. Because kids what they want, we are not saying that you just go to the shop and then buy the nest and then fix it on your place. We are giving training to make what they want.
Right. But tell me something. The sparrows, is the house sparrow a destructive little bird? Can that sparrow fly in and, make a mess or destroy anything?
Nothing, because why I'm saying the sparrows will not be, we are not caging. Sparrows will not be in the nest what we are giving the space. There the sparrows always will not be there. Only the sparrow utilize only for making a nest, egg laying, hatchling, to increase the population, to increase their family.
Right.
So once egg laying happen, and then next 23 days egg laying will happen. Next 23 days it start flying, chicks will come out and then will go out of the box. It will not come again. So one, and then after a month again the cycle will start. And then during only after the egg laying, only for feeding time, the regular visit will be there.
Right.
Otherwise, the sparrows will not come to the nest.
Right. So I find that sometimes in our houses, we have squirrels, and the squirrels will come and start making a little nest on the windowsill, and this is quite a common thing. But the sparrows don't go and make their own nests, or what?
Sparrows will not do nesting anywhere else. Only in the house where there is a small space with a little bit of darkness. In the particular location only the sparrows will do the nesting. So because of that only we started creating same kind of environment
And
to give it to the sparrows to making a nest.
right. So if somebody watching our show today is interested in, in participating in this project that you are so passionate about, how much would they have to pay? How much do they have to buy? How much does it cost to buy that little nest?
For doing same kind of activity, they don't want to pay or they don't want to purchase from us, because everything is open. Everything we are already updated. Already we are all the information available in our koodugal.org site. So it's a open source. Everybody can learn and then they can do themselves. So that is the important. We should not do business with this. So everybody will be open source. They can do, because it's very close to the humans and then environment. It's important to the environment. So we don't want to sell
money from
make
it.
money for this. So it's everything is open. What the struggle we faced, others don't want to
Right.
face
But
that.
when you first started, then you had carpenters who were making the little nests, etc. I understand that now you and your volunteers are doing it. Is this correct?
Yeah, we are doing, because the cost 5
You're not
years.
a carpenter.
Yeah, 5 years back, when the carpenter doing this nest, he charged around 250 rupees.
250.
250 rupees.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely the sponsors, the people are willing to sponsor also. They will sponsor only for the 4 nest. They can't sponsor for 400 or 1,000 nest. So because of that, to reduce the manufacturing cost, personally, I visit the carpenter and learned all the work of how to make arrangements, how to make the marking, how to do the cutting process, how to make the drill. And then I learned all the works. And then I learned the about the machines also. So to repair and then all
Right.
these things.
So, because of those little house sparrows, you become a carpenter.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, apart from this, I believe in Tondiarpet itself that you have a sanctuary for the sparrows.
Yeah, not only in the gated community, not we are created Sparrow Sanctuary in few school
Okay.
campuses, because the kids want to know about the sparrows in the Chennai. Even in the village, the people doesn't know the sparrows nowadays. The kids, we are trying to make it as a common sight for all the people. So we are created sparrow sanctuary at few schools and also in the gated community. Around 100 nests will be in the particular places. We can see the many sparrows
Right.
within a year. We can see the sparrows.
Right. So, over the years, how many sparrows do you think that you have encouraged to be, to join the clan?
Yeah, exactly. We can't say that because it's a cycle, 3 months once, cycle, and then minimum one egg will be there, sparrow will lay, and then maximum 5 eggs. In our experience, we have seen that 5 eggs. One of the students taken photograph and shared with us. Maximum 5 eggs. So the cycle will be 3 times in per year. So 20%, around 15 to 20% sparrows increased from last 4 years.
Right. So, 5 eggs, 3 times a year, 5 3 is 15.
Yeah.
So, you can hopefully think that we can have another 15 little sparrows,
Yeah,
right?
yes.
Is that the way? Okay. Now, you are based in Tondiarpet. Okay. Your sanctuary is in Tondiarpet. So, are you expanding into different parts of Chennai city itself, or how does it work?
We are traveling, we are trying to travel from the North Chennai to other areas. Recently, we have traveled in the Velacheri area, Velacheri, Kannai Nagar, Thuraipakam, because after this recognition from our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, people are started calling us, and then people are started observing whether the sparrows are available or not in and around themselves. So once they started observe the sparrows availability, immediately they are calling, and then they are saying this, we have the 1 or 2 sparrows in our areas, so we can have a program in this particular area to increase the population. So
Right.
likewise in the Velacheri area, people are called us, and then we started working. Now we are getting pictures from the students.
Right. So, do you eventually think that you might come into the city area? Because at the moment, when you say Tondiarpet and you say Thorepakam and Velacheri areas, these are areas that are a little bit out of the city center,
Yeah.
as it were. So, is that the reason why you find that there are more sparrows, who are nesting and etc.? Is that the reason?
In that particular areas, still the people have a habit of cooking outside of the house, because when the people are cooking habit is totally changed, right? In the olden days, people will cook outside,
Yes.
and then they will do some
Yes.
cleaning the rice, and then they will throw it out. The sparrow will come and then sit along with us taking a food. That behavior was totally changed now.
That's true. Everything is very modernized
Every
now.
modernized, and then everything going through pipeline. It stay directly going to the marina. There is no possibility of getting out from the pipes. So in these what the areas I said, there is a people to cook food outside. So sparrows will have survival in that particular areas.
Right. So, what about the places where we have so many stalls for street food? So, do you think that those are the places where the sparrows should come? Because there's food there and there's, droppings and crumbs, etc., etc. Are those the places where you could maybe try to get some more sparrows to arrive?
Exactly, we can't say that like that, because the important thing, the sparrow needs the space. So nesting is the important thing. Only the sparrows find the space for nesting. Once they started, and once they inspecting the places whether it is safe, then when the sparrow started doing nesting, and then the mating will happening. So in our observation, if there is no space for the nesting, I think there we are not sure that there will be mating will happen.
Oh.
Because we observed a lot of things after nesting, only the male female is mating is happening.
So, this is very interesting because it is as if the house sparrow is almost like a human being.
Yeah.
It needs a house. And therefore, like a little family can
Yes.
start in that house, right? So, why do I need to have an actual wooden nest made by Ganeshan and his team? Can't they put it in a shoebox? Can't you do it in some other, another formation, as it were, little, maybe a little corner in the house or somewhere like that? What about that?
Yeah, definitely. Everything will be worked out. But the difference from us, why we are doing, we are giving the safest place. Shoe box or some other cotton box. Two things are important thing. One is the temperature. The wood what we are using, the temperature will not be reflect directly into the box.
So it must be warm,
Yeah,
a
it's
warm place.
yes, yes.
Okay.
So and then another thing, the dimension is as after a lot of iteration, the dimension of our nest box was totally unique. It will safeguard from the crow.
Oh, that's
So
interesting.
yeah,
Otherwise, a crow would come
yeah,
and
crow will come and then catch
pick up the little
yeah
chicks and pick
cheeks
up
and
the
then
sparrows.
egg.
Oh,
So
spoil
the
the egg.
yeah spoil the egg. So we based on the iteration, based on the feedback from the students, because when we started given the nest to the students, the lot of information I came to know that
Yes.
yeah, how we can make the alteration, how safe we can keep the install the nest. Everybody, anybody can do this one. They can have a cotton box or shoe
Yes.
box. They can install, but
Right.
where we need to install,
Right.
which is the
How
safest place.
Right. How can you prevent the crows from coming and attacking, a little sparrow in a box? How will you do
Yeah,
that?
that's the important thing. When we are doing executing this program, after these so many years, we learn a lot of things, which is the safest place for the sparrows. Every time they look for the safest place from to protect the chicks and the eggs. So we'll inform that to install the nest in the balcony from the ground surface, 12 feet height. We are guide the students to install in the homes in the balcony,
But sorry,
particularly.
can I interrupt you? If you say 12 feet high, a crow can come 12 feet
Crow can
high.
come, but I will complete the scenario.
Carry on.
So there will be some balconies will be closed with the help of the grill, right? Some of the balconies will closed with the help of the
Yes,
grills.
sure. Of
So
course.
sparrow wings are very small. Crow wings are a little bit high.
That's
So
true.
crow will not come into enter
The
the
crow can't
yeah
fit in through
can't
the
fit into
grill.
the grill. That is another thing. And then another thing I will say it as the people to install the nest to the maximum height, to close to the roof, close to the roof. If there is no grill also not a problem. If we install the nest close to the roof, the sparrow can fly because their wings are small.
Small, yeah.
Easily the sparrow fly into the nest, but crow can't fly too close to the roof because the wings will touch the roof. The crows can't fly close to the nest box. So that's why the sparrows goes to the particular location and they do the nesting.
Right. So, if a family takes a nest and starts to encourage the sparrows to come, do they actually have to feed that nest and feed those sparrows, or what happens?
Actually, we don't want to feed to any things.
How will it feed itself then? What will it eat?
Yeah, the sparrows will take earthworms, mosquitoes, cockroach. These are the foods. I have a lot of videos that students shared that if have 20 or 25 sparrows in and around us, it's actually after seeing the video only I came to know that these are the foods for the sparrows. It's catching cockroach. The cockroach will not come out from place from that particular area. So once it's come, the sparrows are tracing the cockroach and then taking. So if the sparrows are available, we can't see the cockroach or mosquito in the particular
So
location.
that's really
We should
remarkable.
have we have lot of sparrows. Definitely there will not be a cockroach outside. Nowadays we are using kit, right? We don't want to use anything.
Yes, that's true. So now the sparrow comes in from the balcony. Is it going to fly into my house and then catch these little cockroaches?
Sometimes once if it is gets close to you, sometimes it will come inside the house also.
Really?
Yeah.
Can they become tame? Are they tame? Sparrows, are they tame?
Yeah. It will
Really?
come. Yeah, it will come because for me it's happened. Sometimes cheeks will get into enter into the house when we are taking a dinner or when we are taking a and then another thing, the sparrows will give different noises. If the any if crows come, it will give different noise. If they need some food, it will give some different noise. So different scenarios will
So how do
happen.
you teach people about all these things? Do you just run videos, or do you, how do you promote what your work you're doing?
Every time when we are going to the school, what I learned everything beyond the installing the nest. Also, we learned a few things to interact the sparrows. One, we can have the mirror where we are installed. We can keep some small mirror because the sparrows loves to see the face in the mirror. Sit in front of,
Really?
yeah.
So sparrow is quite vain. He wants
Yes,
to see
yes, yes,
itself.
yes.
That's
And then
amazing.
I will ask the people to have a rope because the sparrows loves to sit on the rope and then have some swing. So sparrows loves to sit on the rope, and then another thing, sparrows loves to swim in the water. So in the 1 inch height small bowl, I
Mm.
can inform the students to keep some water in that, and then sand. So that is a very important thing. We have to have a sand for the sparrows. If there is no sand, the sparrows will not be
But in
placed.
a flat these
Yeah,
days,
in the
Ganeshan,
flat,
how do you manage
in the
that
flat,
then?
if there is no sand areas, the sparrows can't survive in that because the feathers will be to dry the feathers. The sparrows sit on the soil, and then they will do some
They dance,
yeah,
as it
dance.
were.
Yes,
Correct. That's
yes.
that's very interesting.
Yes.
Now you've already got a lot of volunteers who work with you. How many would you have by any means? How many?
We have volunteers. We have maybe 10,000 students right now. The people are wherever we go. If when they have time, they will come and then participate with us.
Right.
They will support for this executing this program.
Right. What about the other parts of Tamil Nadu? And I think you mentioned Kerala, Andhra, Bangalore. I don't
Yeah,
know
we
whether you said
traveled
Karnataka.
in the Kerala for ITs. We are not doing this program only for the school kids. We are doing for the employee engagement for the corporate people also. We are to get the break from the routine work. We are engaging them for an half an hour or for an hour to get awareness about these sparrows, and then to make the nest by their own, to keep it their home to attract the sparrows.
Right.
So that also we are doing. So as part of CSR activity, we did this program for the Survey Sparrow Private Limited in the Cochin.
So this is so interesting. When you go to these offices and when you go to the schools, do you first approach the principal and the head of the organization and try to make them interested first? Is that the way you do it? How
Yeah,
do you
that's the
make it?
way.
How do you popularize what
Yeah,
you're doing?
initially we struggled a lot for approaching them because the school easily they will not allow us. They will not allow any new person into the campus.
Yes.
Initially we struggled a lot for reaching 15 schools, 10 to 15 schools, and then after that, once seeing the results, the people have started recognizing our work, and then they are allowed us to execute this activity. Now, no one is giving a negative for this. Everyone is interested to do this activity in all the places.
Right. So, do you find that there's a certain age group that is interested in doing this project? What is your
Yeah,
feeling?
particularly I select from the grade 5 to 8th standard. I will
Okay.
not go for 10th or 11th or 12th because this is the right age 5th, 5, 6, 7, 8. These grade people are very much interested. They will have curiosity to know new things.
Mm.
So I select these grade students for to make their nest by their own, to take it to their home, and then they will have some on the particular day they will have some conversation with their parents. So these are things we learned, and then this is one of the bird. It's very important for us to protect this. So there will be some discussion with their
So,
parents.
do you ever meet the parents of these children who
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
inspired?
I have discussed with a lot of parents about
Are they
this.
interested? Do
Yeah,
they
they
encourage
are
the
very much
children?
interested. Some of the parents collected more nest after that also.
Okay, so you are from a tribal family,
Yes.
in from Krishnagiri. What about the other kind of birds that we have? I mean, it's not only house sparrows. What about all the other birds that we have?
Yeah, other birds, every birds there will be a different behavior. Some of the birds will do the nesting in the in the normal open space. Some of the places have the behavior of nesting in the trees. So every bird have different behavior, right? So yeah, no. Apart from these sparrows, no other birds are close to the human beings. So only the sparrow is very close to the human beings. Depends on the humans. So that is the problem. That's why it's disappeared. If it is an independent from the humans, definitely it will be comfortable. So it's dependent to the humans. Our construction, modern construction. We I think in the school days we will play that with the help with this watch. We will with sunlight we will give some reflect to the friends. It will make some disturb the eyesight, right? So
Yes.
small watch will make disturb the eyesight. We can think about the we have nowadays we have completely glass buildings, high rise building completely is made up of glass. So it's disturbing birds view and then eyesight, everything. So we can in the news also we maybe know that birds are hitting on the wall and then it's
Yes, they
dying,
fall down and they,
fell
they
down
just
on them, yeah.
die. Yes. So this is very interesting because really this is a discussion that is almost about human beings and our environment,
Yes.
right? So you have done such an amazing study on these little house sparrows. I mean, we didn't even worry about house sparrows, but suddenly you look around and there are no sparrows. There are very, very few sparrows. So how long do you think your project is going to actually hold good? I mean, right now, how many sparrows do you think we will have? Maybe in the at least in Tondiarpet area. Can you tell me roughly even?
Roughly in Thandarpet, actually totally we are going to close, we are going to complete 15,000 nest. In Thandarpet itself, we installed around 10,000 nest. 70% of the nest occupied by the sparrows. It means 7,000 nest occupied. So in the 4 years, so every nest there will be a 3 cycle, minimum 3 cycle. So if it is a three, if in every cycle three sparrows, if we fix it as three sparrows, definitely 7,000 into per year nine cheeks will come out from the every box.
Right.
So 7,000 into 3.
Right. So I want to ask you, do you ever consider how much more you can do? How can you expand this project?
Yeah, we are expanded into different districts in Tamil Nadu.
Really? How many districts?
Yeah, around 10 districts we are initiated now.
Is
Just
it doing well?
yeah, just 2 days back we prepared all the materials and then we put it in the parcel service to reach respective district like Tirunelveli, Krishnagiri, Madurai, Tirupur, and then these are the areas we are going to cover in the coming year. So in the Chennai, particularly in Chennai rural area, our target to make it as a common site for all the Chennai peoples. So that's our
How many
aim.
years do you think this is going to
It's a
take, Ganeshan?
possible in 5 years.
So you
It's a
won't.
possible in 5 years. But the only thing is we need to install more nest. We need to cover more schools with the support of some CSR, some corporates. That people are they are very much interested in supporting these kind of activities.
So what do you do about funds then for your project and for your trust?
Yeah, for the fund, few corporates are already they are love
Helping?
this. Yeah, like Chennai Wellington Corporate Foundation, they are the major contributor for the Koodugal, and then Koodugal is in the success behind the Chennai Wellington contributing more, and then Lennox India Technology, and then Survey Sparrow Private Limited, and then recently we connected with the Genesis Labs, and then Agilitium Consulting. So these are the corporates. Recently, last week we had a program with Lucas TVS. So these are the corporates supported for developing these projects.
Ganeshan, I think you're doing a fantastic job. And I wanted to end by wishing you all the best. I want to thank you for coming. And I hope that your work continues like this and that maybe one day when you got about, I don't know, 10,000 sparrows in Chennai, you will come back and talk to us. Thank you, Ganeshan,
Thank you
so
so
much.
much. Thanks for
Well,
the
it's,
opportunity.
it's been a great pleasure to have Ganeshan here with me in the studio. Going beyond always brings you interesting people. You've got to agree with me on that. And so don't forget to keep watching us. Till next week, same time, same place. Bye for now.